My name is Chris Zahlis. I'm from Columbia, Maryland, and I chose to participate in Key To Keys 2 as an alumni. I participated in Key To Keys 1 last year, and this year I wanted to come back probably for two reasons. Number one, I had such a phenomenal experience last year with the ride and learned a lot about myself and about the struggles that young adults face with cancer. It was very helpful for me. So I wanted to come back for a second year for another dose. I also wanted to try and bring some of the good things that we experienced last year into this ride as well. The last 2 days of the ride have been about what I expected. I'd probably put it into two buckets. Number one of the biggest lessons that I learned last year in Key To Keys is everyone has a connection with cancer, small or large. And I knew my situation was very bad because I lost my son to cancer. He was 10 years old, healthiest of my three children. He died just a few hours after we found out that he had cancer. I knew my situation was bad. When I came to Key To Keys last year, I realized that other people have a really bad story as well. And this year, I've met, unfortunately, a new group of people with a bad story. And while I expected that, it's still sad to see year after year. And I just want to do what I can to share my experiences, because I felt like last year with Key To Keys, it was kind of a finish line for me. It was a way to think about my experience dealing with the death of my son, and it opened me up to the experiences of others. So coming into this year, I just wanted to be, to whatever extent I can be, an example that there is happiness with a life after cancer. So one thing that I'm trying to get out of my ride with Key To Keys again in the second year, I think it's great that it coincides with the Young Adult Cancer Awareness Week. A big part of what we did and what we experienced last year with Key To Keys is all of the connection through social media. It was great to see the number of likes or the people that were seeing the pictures that we were posting from day to day. So it just opened our eyes to the impact or the reach that our daily story had with folks. And I just believe so much in the struggle that young adults face facing cancer, because I've lived through it. My two daughters were the oldest of my kids. They were young adults impacted by cancer. They didn't have cancer, but they had a very, very challenging time dealing with the death of their little brother. So I have a hypersensitivity to the challenges that anyone impacted by cancer faces. So the fact that we had an opportunity to not only promote what we were doing within the Ulman Cancer Fund's reach, but also extend our message to the wider audience at the same time as the Young Adult Cancer Awareness Week.